What's going on, guys? Sir Wayne here. I'm bringing you guys for my alliance. This should be the last war. Or this will be the last war in this 100, and this is basically the part 9, but mostly what I'm going to talk about is the planning for the final and last war against the last coalition. Now, what makes this different from most coalitions is you had to think about, this is the coalition who made it to the last stand, the last dance. So they're typically going to be the strongest coalition. So uh, something like this, you really want to put some planning into it. It is going to be actually pretty in our favor as far as player count and troop count and everything. We have 6 players versus 3: British Columbia, me, New England, Mary whatever, and Spain, as well as South China, who it will be betraying his Asian allies, and then versus uh, exit, whoever that is, and then Papua New Guinea, which would be here, and then Sumatra, whatever, right? So, from knowledge that I gained, is he's mostly Navy, and I've gotten spies on him lots and lots of times, and he has good planes, good Air Force. He runs tanks, so it shouldn't be much of a problem once I knock his Air Force out. Um, let's see here. I don't know a whole lot. I was just told that he's not very good by South China. So, and uh, let's see here, moving on. So I pretty much finished up all of Colombia. Um, but I'll start off by talking about Pooch, and then we'll go from there. So Pooch's plan, or my plan for Pooch, would be placing about 100 divisions in Germany and pushing outward, defending or pushing outward against once these computers, because you see Sumatra coming up here, and then Papua New Guinea coming up here, and then the other ally coming this way. So you can tell that they're coming in, they're closing in. So this attack is going to be at day change tomorrow. So guys, if you see the clock, it's 27 hours from now, or 28 essentially from now. We will launch it at new day, so we can get the spy reveals and everything. And we can see where their troops are, and then we can make the assaults. So let's see here. So Spain's going to make Spain and New England are going to work together. So Pooch and Spain are going to attack into these areas. Just start attacking them along those ports, and then New England and Spain are going to work together to secure the Mediterranean Sea with their naval superiority, as well as uh, protecting my crossing here in the Middle East of our other allies. Moving on to that, I will be moving over into the Middle East, as well as uh, our buddy here. He's going to be moving over into the Middle East. So, what's initially going to happen? I don't want to break down exactly full details, because what I'm going to do is, like, essentially, what Pooch and Spain decide to do, or New England and Spain decide to do, is on them. They have their own assignments to attack that way and go into Europe. Don't cross into the Middle East, but just go straight into Asia, Russia, and into Europe. So, and Pooch should be going along the north, and then Spain should be going along the south, but at the same time working together. So, what's also going to happen is I'm going to be moving up, and we get another spy reveal in 4 hours, so plans may change, but at the moment, this is what it's going to be. I'm moving up, I'm putting airplanes, airports, and stuff, and this one's going to be like level 3. This is going to be the main air base. I'm splitting troops up, moving them in different forces and different armies, just in case they have nukes, which, as far as I know, they don't have nukes. But I'm still going to be splitting things up. I'm going to use strategic bombers to knock out their airfields as usual. Uh, Also bring my other planes in to knock out their tanks and also, as well as mainly to knock out the Air Force. I'm just going to overlook everything and just knock out their Air Force first, because as you can see, they have quite the Air Force. So I'm going to knock out one air base and then focus on the tax of knocking it out. Uh, Patrolling over it, use my tax and attack bombers to run that over if they reach over there, over here. Maybe I'll knock this one out first. I'm not sure exactly, but we'll see. I'll plan more detail according to my spy reveal, which shouldn't be changed a whole lot, but we'll see. And then we'll be doing the crossing. I should be crossing with, all of that. So, quite the bit of forces that have accumulated here. So at least I would say it would be, I would say when it's all said and done, it should be over 100 divisions. I got another stack somewhere that should be coming up. But anyway, so should be quite the force and for quite the show, and it should be an overwhelming advantage. So I'll push into the Middle East with my buddy here, who is also transporting troops. I'm going to leave my troops over here to defend here, and then I have troops coming down to defend in this area. So, as well as naval bombers being built, I also have naval bombers here that are at a very high level. That will be a high level because, I got to research it. It's being researched, so I got to upgrade those. And my artillery is at a super high level, and my anti-air is at a super high level. So it should be a no problem, no brainer. Just roll over them. My naval bombers are going to everything's hopefully going to be assisted by Spain and Pooch's Navy. But we're going to wipe out everything that comes in our way with our high level naval bombers. At the same time, our strategic bombers will be hitting the airfields. Once this attack begins, the guys will be asleep, according to my intelligence. So, and then that will be it for me, I believe. This right here would be the other guy. He's going to be leaving some forces here behind to protect his own territories in South America. He's going to be building a navy. He doesn't have a navy just yet, but he's going to be moving, especially the bulk of his forces from Africa into the Middle East and going across as well. I don't really care about Madagascar, but we should put something there to protect against Madagascar. The guy who has it's mostly Navy, so I feel that he will be I'll get some intel on him and see how many troops he has down there in Madagascar and prepare accordingly. And then South China, I believe, is the last that I have. Nope, I got British Columbia. So South China, what he's going to do is he's going to come in here and hit his cores and try to knock those cores out and attack essentially from behind, as well as doing a guard action in his rear and protecting against anything that these may have. Fortunately for him, he's allied with them and in a coalition, so he can see where all their troops are, and he can make the very best decision on what he's going to do. So I have all the faith in the world that he's got this, but he's not going to get wiped out. He'll be absolutely fine. British Columbia, what I plan on him, he just doesn't have enough naval ships to deal with, what Papua New Guinea's got by itself, and I don't know what Summertree's got, but let me know, Hunter, what you think. Hunter, South China, if you think British Columbia should make the attack, because technically what should happen is he should attack Papua New Guinea's home territory and then move on to Summertree, core territory, and knock that out. And I think that's what he should focus on, not defense, because I don't think they're going to come near our homeland. And even if they do, I've got naval bombers being built of the highest level. And then I have good Air Force here. I have, attack bombers. I also have good troop count here. So, I don't see it being a problem at all being able to defend this by myself. Don't see anything going with New England as far as like anybody coming over there to attack you. New England, you're just too far away. So I would finish wrapping up your NPCs. You should be working on Cuba, and then send everything you got to Europe, to Germany, and dealing with that. But other than that, I think that's going to be it for the plan and it for the video. These are, of course, are going to change, but situationally, things change. So things may change when the spy reveal comes out in a couple hours or 4 hours, whatever. So things may change at that point. But other than that, most part it's going to be the same. But I plan on being the Supreme Commander in this fight. So doing all the planning. So what happens is all that you want is somebody. They usually call it a field marshal, but I like calling it a Supreme Commander because you should get a really good title for having to plan the entire war, essentially by yourself. So the whole entire attack and having to make adjustments. So if anybody has a problem with the plan, let me know. But basically, what I do is pick the generals and tell them what their assignment is to do, and then we all work together as a team essentially to do that. But what happens is, for example, like Spain, I'm going to be like, hey, you do this, and then you only have to worry about accomplishing this mission. You don't have to worry about what I'm doing down here. Otherwise, I have to worry about what everybody's doing. So if everybody's okay with the plan, that's awesome. If you have any issues or disagreements, let me know. We'll work it out. Also, Hunter, if you see anything that may conflict with the plan as far as what their troops are doing, please let me know. If you have any suggestions, also let me know. But that's pretty much how it works and how they do it competitively, as far as having an FM or a Supreme Commander, and they kind of work all over all of it. And most people don't like to do it. I don't like to do it, but I want to win. I don't want to lose, so I need to be the Supreme Commander. That way we don't lose. So, and as you know, I don't like to lose, so that's just not going to happen. I just don't want to, I'm not going to say it's not going to happen, but I don't want it to happen. So, but this is basically you're pre-planning for a massive invasion and essentially getting it done. I can't think of anything else that would come into it. But anybody that would have a problem, Spain or New England or South China, they would report the problem to me, directly to me, and then if they couldn't handle it themselves, say they had fierce resistance or something like that, or they're counterattacking massively with such and such or whatever, at that point we would need to, me and them would have to make up a plan to counter that, or I would have to make adjustments from other players or myself to adjust to that. So the Supreme Commander becomes a lot of responsibilities. A lot of people would like that title as far as, but it's just for this map. But a lot of people would think it'd be pretty cool to have the title. But I assure you, if anybody who's ever been Supreme Commander or FM Field Marshal, they know it's a lot of responsibilities and it's a lot of work, and it's overall not worth it. But yeah. But that's going to do it for this video. Thanks as always. Like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what your guys' advanced planning is.